Hello, fire signs. How are you today? I hope that everything is well in your world. This is a law of attraction oracle reading for fire signs. And what I mean by law of attraction is I'm not telling your future here. I'm giving you pointers through the law of attraction on how to create your future of your desire. Okay? These are oracle readings, as in I'm allowing guidance of divine to decide out of this pick of techniques and law of attraction teachings and lessons and so on. Right, full of it here. I'm letting guidance of divine decide who needs to hear what for this week to focus on as your way of improving your everyday life. Okay. If you are not aware of what law of attraction is and you're just seeing this, I recommend you go see a video on my page called Your Invisible Body Part, and that explains how electricity flows through you, which creates a magnetic field, and how your thoughts determine what that magnetic field is creating, and so much more. It explains it all. So go check that out and then come back to this, and then you'll know how all of these lessons interact with the electricity that naturally flows through your body. Okay, so let's get to it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so I'll lay out all the cards first. I lay out 9 cards right now is what seems to be what's working, and we'll go from there. So let's see what we have here. Oh, lots of upside. When I upside down ones means that there's a specific message for somebody watching. Look at all these upside downs. Okay, let me make sure these are on the camera here. I got room to work here. Okay. Seems appropriate for fire signs. Look at that. Okay, so all of this is stuff that fire signs need to hear. Maybe just one of you, maybe all of you, maybe just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. All right, so here we go. Fill your cup for giving. Okay, you can't give to somebody else what you don't already own. Agreed? So you have to fill your own cup first for giving to somebody else. Now you see what forgiving is. Okay, when you hold a bad feeling or somebody's done something wrong to you, and people say forgiving is for you, it's not for them. That's what they mean. Okay, by letting that go, by praying for them or whatever works for you, you got to let it go, because you can't give without filling up your own cup first. And when you hold a resentment to somebody who's done you wrong, that's not filling up your cup. And when you focus on what they did wrong and how angry you are at them or whatever, that's emptying your cup. That's draining your cup. That's using your cup for all these negative attractions, that is the energy flowing through you of this anger, of this resentment, or whatever it is. Okay, and it's just creating more. It's attracting to you more reasons to be angry and more reasons to be resentful and so on. Okay, and you can't help anybody by doing that, and it certainly doesn't help you. So forgiving is for you, because you have to fill your cup so that you can give. And by giving, you're receiving. So filling your cup is forgiving. It's forgiving those that have done you wrong so that you can give to those that you love. Okay? It's forgiving is filling your cup so that you can be useful to the ones you love and not just attracting more to you. Okay, so there's somebody here needed to hear that. Maybe somebody's done you wrong in this last week and you're like still, I can't believe they did that, and da 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 da. Okay, you needed to hear that. You need to forgive it so that you can fill your own cup, so that you can give to the ones you love. All right. Also, upside down here, energy can only change form. You have the ability to do that. All right. Not too many things in this world change energy. They're all blocks of energy already created. But you, as a human being, have the ability to change the form of energy. Okay, when it comes up through your feet and goes through your chakra system, your heart transmutes it. It goes through that generator, that pump. It's not a pump, it's a vortex. But regardless, your heart is what transmutes that empty building block of energy, the neutral that comes from the ground, and makes it a positive energy that your body can use for physical things and for thinking. Your computer up there needs energy, right, to do. And the human body is like one of the only machines, for lack of a better term, on this planet that can actually transform energy from one state to another. It doesn't go anywhere. The energy is all around us. And when it gets cleaned out through the ground, and the ground literally, as it is in the ethers and connects to the ground, it becomes a neutral energy, and you pull that back up through your body as you're releasing out the top of your body. Your feet draw it in from the bottom to replace that energy. Okay, so, and it's blank energy. From there you can make whatever you want out of it. As soon as your heart transmutes it into a usable energy source, you can create whatever you want. And it is through God's divine spark that you have the ability to change the form of electricity. All right. Fire signs especially have a lot of energy that flows through them. I'm not sure why. It must be your sign, but I think that's why most of these are upside down, because you have so much energy that flows through you, and a lot of times it's just out of control. It's on default, and you need to harness that. Okay. Matthew 7:7. Ask and it shall be given you. Seek and ye shall find. Okay. This is all about law of attraction. Ask and it'll be given. Okay. Look for it and the answers will be found. Maybe somebody here is in a kerfuffle and they're like, oh, I don't know what to do. La, 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 la. Take a deep breath. Okay. Ask what it is that you need, and it will be given to you. But you have to look around you, pay attention to the signs. Okay. The way is there. And if you ask, the way will be available, and you just have to look for it. All right. Okay. Working our way back up here. When you blame others, you prevent your own advancement. Yeah. Somebody here has been wronged or something, and you jumped out of the driver's seat of your own future and you let their doings affect your advancement. Okay. This is where the forgiving comes in, to fill your own cup. All right. When you point fingers at other people, you're creating the same thing for yourself. Okay. You blame other people for whatever has happened in your world, then you're releasing the driver's seat. You're saying, all right, that's because so-and-so did this to me. Well, that's the same as saying, that's because so-and-so got in the driver's seat and they drove. I just let them drive. And this is where they brought us. It's their fault. Well, the sooner you stop pointing the finger and stop giving the wheel to somebody else, the sooner you take the wheel in your own hand and understand that what you're asking can be answered. You just got to look for it. Look out the window, all right, of that vehicle that you have somebody else driving, if you get my metaphor here, okay? You can't, as long as you're blaming somebody else, you're literally giving them the keys to your car of your life, all right? Stop blaming other people. Take responsibility for it. And again, look at this. These are all fire signs. So fire signs. All right. To throw a hot coal, first you must hold it. But what happens when you hold a hot coal? You burn yourself. All right. Look at this. Blaming others. Okay. Throwing hot coals. Somebody's very mad here at somebody else. And you need to, look at this, turn the other cheek. Okay. So everything has a positive and a negative end to it. Everything. Every experience has a positive and negative possibility to that experience. So if somebody's done you wrong, instead of focusing on them and still looking at what they did wrong, you're looking at the problem. But by turning the other cheek, you automatically look towards the solution. Okay? So forgive them. Turn the other cheek. Don't pick up that coal to throw at them because you're just burning yourself. Don't blame them because that's just giving them the driver's seat of your life. Okay? All right, here we go. We are all connected. We are all one. Exactly. So that is why throwing a hot coal, you burn yourself, because we're all connected. You cannot give to somebody else what you don't already own yourself. So if you're not forgiving them and doing it, you're just giving yourself, because everybody's connected. It's all a flow of energy. So when you stop that positive flow, you don't let yourself think positive things towards your enemy, for instance, you are also stopping that flow from you. So pray for them. They may have done you wrong, but they've probably done the same thing. They're blaming somebody else for something, and it's a vicious cycle because we're all connected. Okay? So break that chain. Make your connection a better connection with others. All right? Proverbs 21:31. Whosoever keeps his mouth and tongue will keep his soul from trouble. There you go. Again, blaming other people. You watch what you say, because you are bringing what you say to yourself. So if you're wishing something bad for somebody who's done you wrong, you're wishing it for yourself too, because we're all connected. All right. Now here's the last one. Even if you cannot see it yet, know that you will receive it. All right. Again, with all this, you will receive what you have put out, even if you can't see it yet, because sometimes some things have a little stronger magnetic field or attraction than others. That depends on what emotions you have behind it and how strong your emotions are. That's the fuel in the tank. That's the power of the magnetic force. So emotions, which is energy in motion, emotions determine how strong that magnetic field is. So even if you can't see it yet, maybe the magnetic field is not that strong for that particular thing because you haven't figured out how to put the emotions behind that particular magnetic field. It is still coming to you. It just might take a little longer. Okay? So what are your emotions on right now? Because that's the fuel in your tank. That's your nitrous oxide in your fuel. Okay? Those emotions. So if you find yourself surrounded with all this chaos that's going on right now, and by the looks of it, fire signs are really having a rough time grabbing a hold of their emotions about something negative right now. Know that whatever your emotions are focused on, that's what your magnetic field is super powerful right now. So even if you can't see it yet, it's coming to you. So if you're focused on something, you want the good things, you need to fill up your cup. You have to pay attention to what your emotions are on right now. If your emotions are on how so and so did you wrong, and talking shit about somebody, and blaming so and so, and if that's where all your focus is on, that's what you're receiving right now. And the nice things that you want, even though you can't see it yet, they are on their way. But you need to step back, pay attention to what you're saying. Okay, keep your tongue, pinch your tongue, and pay attention to what's on that tongue before it comes out. If it's, I'm sure you've all heard this. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. And that is why they teach that, because you bring about what you think about and talk about. Okay? If you don't like what's coming, you gotta stop blaming others, get back in that driver's seat. All right? And even though you can't see it yet, you will receive it. That will be worth the change. Okay? And the more energy you get behind the more positive feelings, the faster it will come and you will see it. All right? Fire signs. Whoa. This has been a tough week for you, I think. And maybe it hasn't happened yet. Maybe these are all things that are going to happen in this upcoming week that this reading is for. And when something happens, you got to remember what lessons were given here, because it could be the start of a downward spiral if you don't catch yourself right away and realize that, ooh, if I react to the way they did that to me, I'm just going to attract more of that to me. So I need to forgive so that I can fill my cup, so that I can continue to put out good stuff for giving. Okay? We are all connected. So when you talk shit and when you throw hot coals and everything, you are literally bringing that same talk shit and hot burning to yourself. All right? Ask and it shall be given. Seek and ye shall find. Amen. All right, fire signs. Oh, let's do a manifestation card. So think about this week. If somebody does you wrong, you need to forgive them. Okay? That's their own energy. If you forgive them, that is stopping their bad deeds from affecting you any farther than the initial whatever it was that they did wrong to you. Okay? That's closing the door on that energy and protecting yourself so that you can continue to give to the ones you love in a positive way. All right? If you allow that energy in, okay, you got to turn the other cheek so that you look towards the solutions. As long as you are looking at whoever did you wrong and rebuttaling back and forth and not watching your tongue and pushing the blame, as long as you're doing that, you're not looking at the solution, because every experience has a positive and negative end. And if you're focused on the negative, you won't even see the solution. Turn the other cheek, and that automatically makes you look at the other side of this, the other end of the scale, where the solutions to whatever that problem is are. Okay, let's see what your manifestation card is for this week. All right. These cards are so big, it's so difficult to shuffle them or anything. See what you want as here now. Here, if you want to screenshot that. What are the most powerful words you can say for manifestation? It's here. Here you go. Because that if everything that you want to manifest, if you speak about it and to it as if it is here now in your present, that's why it's called a present, because the now is the most important part. Because if you speak as if it's here right now in the present, that makes it come faster, because the universe or source or God, whoever, is like, ooh, 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 they've already said it's here now. shit, we better hurry up and make it happen because they think it's there now. So we got to make it there now. It's here. All right. So be grateful and forgiving. Turn the cheek. Don't throw hot coals. Okay. All these things, you gotta put your foot down and decide that you're going to not react and you're going to proact by thinking about the things that in the situations and experiences that you really want to experience, and think and be grateful that you have the it's here now mentality, so that you can replace all this crap with the things that you want right now. All right. So there's your manifestation card. There is your, is that in there? Okay. I'm still working on technical stuff here. Bear with me. The message is clear. Whatever's happening that's making you mad, you have to learn how to turn the other cheek, carry on, fill your cup. Don't blame anybody. Take control. Get back in that driver's seat. Okay. Think positive thoughts. And again, if you don't understand how energy flows, go back to my video called Your Invisible Body Part, and that will explain everything about how energy flows and creates a magnetic field, and how you create your own world using that invisible body part. Okay? Have a wonderful week. We will see you again next week, and hopefully you have a different spread, because hopefully you have taken some advice here and learned how to kick people out of your driver's seat and get in it yourself. And hopefully, if something does happen to you this week where you're in the mood to blame somebody else for stuff or whatever, hopefully you remember this and think, oh, okay, I can't be doing that because that's just bringing it to myself, and I don't want any more of this crap. Who does? Nobody does. So figure it out. This is how we do it. All right. Have a wonderful week, fire signs. We'll see you next week. Bless you all. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Okay. You know what to do. Thank you.